Prior to the November election, one of the primary roles of President Obama's campaign operation was to raise money, hundreds of millions of dollars. And now that organization has a new name. Some critics are wondering if it's giving big money donors access to the president. I'm joined now by CNN's national political correspondent, Jim Acosta. He's watching what's going on. Explain to our viewers what we know, Jim.
Wolf, earlier this year, President Obama announced that his campaign operation morphing into this group called Organizing for Action, but critics charge it's also organizing for donations. President Obama's campaign offices in Chicago may be gone, but his political army lives on. Say goodbye to the president's re-election campaign known as Obama for America and meet Organizing for Action, or OFA.
Hi, everybody.
Not only is the name almost the same, the group is working off of essentially the same website. This week, OFA, which bills itself as a grassroots organization, welcomes the president to this ritzy D.C. hotel, where he will address both supporters and donors. Government watchdog groups say that has the ring of cha-ching.
I would question whether donors of $50 will have special meetings with the president. I imagine they won't.
Lisa Rosenberg with the Sunlight Foundation seized on recent reports that big contributors would have regular meetings with the president.
It's only these donors of $50,000 or $100,000 or more that get invited to these meetings. So clearly, it's not entirely the grassroots organization reaching out to the public that the founders claim it is.
Well, the president isn't going to be doing one-on-one meetings with donors.
Ben LeBolt, a former re-election campaign spokesman now advising OFA, noted the group won't take money from corporations or lobbyists, but he left the door open to large donors having access.
And you said they won't, a wealthy donor won't get an individual meeting with the president, but he may be a part of a group that gets a meeting with the president.
Well, there's going to be no opportunity to lobby the president through this organization.
Getting answers about OFA means talking to Obama loyalists not just outside the White House, but inside as well.
Any notion, as we've talked about, that there's a price set for a meeting with the president is absurd.
Press Secretary Jay Carney said OFA's mission is to support what he called a bipartisan agenda. But just last Friday, the group sent out this email accusing Republicans of choosing to protect tax loopholes for millionaires and billionaires. Carney says the president's speech at OFA is no different than appearing before other Democratic-leaning groups.
So,
isn't that kind of squishy? The organization is him.
no, the organization, look, there are organizations all over Washington and around the country that support policy agendas and policy areas. That's what this organization does.
There's also the issue of where Organizing for Action will be based. Officials say it will be split between Chicago and Washington, and there's a little irony there, Wolf, in that this once powerful campaign juggernaut right now is just trying to find a permanent home.